My name is Kevin Moore. I'm the head coach here in K-Fit Fitness Dojo in Athenry. We specialise in mixed martial arts, submission wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Today we're going to look at a scenario where it could occur in all three sports. We're going to look at a position which we refer to as side ride, to a back take, which is a little bit different. Okay, today I have with me Paul Stewart and Owen Higgins. They're from Strange Wolves in Galway and they're going to help me demonstrate it for you guys today. Okay, so Paul, will you be the defender please? So Paul is in the position we refer to as quarters and Owen is going to be on top of him in a position we refer to as side ride. Okay, oh, this is a great position for Owen in MMA because he can strike with his free hand and it's quite devastating. In submission wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, we really want to finish with a submission, something that makes the fight end. So we're going to look at that and we're going to weigh the odds in our favour as well with the positions we take. So, how do we do that? First of all, Owen has to bait Paul. Now not B-A-R-T, but B-A-I-T. He's going to bring his outside leg up close to Paul's arm in the hope that Paul is going to reach around and grab it, like so. This is now the signal for Owen to begin the execution of the move. What Owen is going to do now, he is going to kick his leg behind, and imagine, I'll move your hand, Paul. Imagine Owen has shoelaces on his foot there. That'll be very important to describe what's happening later on. Paul, you can put your hand back in there, please. Okay. Owen is going to fall onto his far hip. While he does that, he's going to kick his foot behind Paul's back and place the shoelaces of his foot onto the lower back of Paul, around where Paul's kidneys might be. Before he does that, he's going to assume what we refer to as a seatbelt grip. This is where there is an arm over and an arm under, just like in a seatbelt, and the hands are joined in front of Paul's sternum. Okay, off you go. Let's go on. So Owen falls to his hip. He's inside here. He puts his top hook in, and he's in a great position to execute a rear naked choke, or in this case, what we refer to as an MMA choke. So instead of grabbing his bicep, he's grabbing palm to palm in a gable grip. He's looking away from Paul, and now he can turn his elbow, his strangling elbow, down to the floor, and Paul will elicit a tap from Paul, and he's good to go. Let's give you a look at that from another angle. Paul, can you swap around? So, here we are again. Now you can see from the rear, okay, what's going to happen. So again, Paul puts out his hand, exactly, grabs, and now you can see as Owen falls to his far hip, you will see Owen's foot coming through this little gap here, and again the shoelaces on Owen's foot coming up onto Paul's lower back. Okay. Owen puts in his top up. Right, can you roll up and sit up, please, without putting in this? Just roll up and look at the camera, please. As you can see, Paul has one arm trapped due to Owen's leg. It's going to be very difficult for him to defend a choke now, as he has only one arm to defend against potentially two of Owen's hands. It's a 2-on-1 fight. It's not very fair. Also, Owen is to the rear of Paul, and when someone is behind in the back mount position, as we refer to it, is very difficult to defend in general. It's especially difficult now that he has an arm trapped. There should be very little difficulty with Owen bringing his underarm from the seatbelt to grab Paul's wrist. This enables Owen to punch his strangling arm all the way through, and from here he'll make a blade with his hand here, so he sticks his fingers out to make it up, and he can pull it out just like he's starting a lawnmower. And again, palm to palm, he looks away from Paul and he drops his elbow back. Okay, and Paul taps. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay guys, that's not just for mixed martial arts, that can also be used in submission wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, two sports where there is no punching, kicking or any kind of striking allowed whatsoever. If you're interested in this, give us a shout in K-Fit Fitness Dojo in Athenry and let us start your journey. Thanks very much.